Transformers of Eternia.
Hi guys, you're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I wanted to go over these live stream Hasbro reveals. I'm just going to cover the Transformers Legacy Evolution stuff because that's really the only thing I collect out of this. And I understand if other people collect other things like the movie stuff, but I'm not really into that stuff, so I try to stick to more of the generation style line. So anyway, let's start this off with the list. Okay, the list is Deluxe Shadow Striker, which we have already seen some pictures of her before, and Deluxe Bombshell, and Deluxe Strongarm, and Deluxe Detritus. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. I'm not very good at knowing that character because I've never really seen it or heard of it until recently. The next one is Voyager class Bludgeon and Voyager class Trash Master, which is another Junkion. And the last one is Leader class Dreadwing. Okay, so let's take a look at these guys. Okay, so this is Deluxe Scale Shadow Striker, which we've already seen pictures of this and kind of like, I think it was like leaked images or something like that. I don't know. So I've already seen her, and I did a little short video and released that talking about this character because I kind of know what she's going to turn into in the next version of this mold. But yeah, she's okay, not something I'm really into. Wish that they would do a Slipstream and do a new updated sleek version of Slipstream instead of doing all these extra random female Transformers. I mean, that's fine that we have female Transformers, but why don't you utilize the ones that we literally have waiting, like main characters? Like, well, I don't think Slipstream was a main character, but she was a Seeker, and you could get a good a Seeker mold out of that. And I wouldn't want to use like the basic Earthrise Starscream mold. I'd rather use a new mold of some kind. But you could do a Slipstream, and I don't know why they don't. I just think that would be an awesome female Decepticon. But yeah, this is going to be Sideburn in the next carnation of this mold. Clearly, by just how her chest looks, she's got that motor on her chest and everything. She's got the same like gun similar to that. She's got the roof of the car that's like a shield. The same everything just about. All they have to do is do some paint work and some changes to a couple things and remolding in a few spots like the head and everything. And what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with Sideburn from the Robots in Disguise stuff. So that's what they're going to do with this, and we clearly can see it in this picture here. So yeah. So moving on. Okay, so we got Bombshell finally, and he looks like Bombshell. I think the gun on his head, I really think that goes back further than they actually have it, because it looks like the cover to cover his face is just barely hanging over his, like, just barely lifted off of his face, you know. I don't know what they're thinking here. I think it's mistransformed a little bit. But the robot mode, it looks really good. I think I like how they left the chest purple, even though in the cartoon it was black. But I think that makes sense because when in insect mode, his top of his thing is purple. So that makes sense. You have to do that for that reason. But yeah, this thing looks great. And I just, for the insect mode, it kind of looks a little boring because it seems like it's a little like narrow and high and thin, and I think it could be a little bit wider, and I think it needs more insect legs on it, honestly, because it's like you just got those little it's just got those two in the front, and there's nothing really. It's just kind of there, you know. It seems like they're missing some insect legs, so maybe there's a third party kit that can fix that or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I'm definitely got to get this because I got to get all three Insecticons. I haven't even gotten Shrapnel yet. Of course, I got Kickback because he's still sitting on the shelf in a lot of places already, or like at this point still. So Kickback, he's easy to get. But unfortunately, the other Insecticons I worry are going to be harder to get. Kind of like the Combiner Menasor with all the different Stunticons that seem to be coming out at random places and random times, and very hard to get sometimes, and sometimes very easy to get in other countries and other places. So distribution is always a pain in the butt, and I worry that when they do a group like this, that we're going to get that distribution pain in the butt thing again, and I hate that. So hopefully I can get my hands on Shrapnel, and then get my hands on Bombshell before these things end up on eBay, because no one could find them, but somebody on eBay is selling them for $200 each. That's the type of stuff that goes on, and it drives me nuts that happens, but it happens way too often, thanks to Hasbro limiting the supplies of these things and the window that you can buy them in, it seems like. So anyway, Bombshell looks cool and everything, and I just can't wait to have him as part of the 3 Insecticons. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so now we finally got actual images of Strongarm. I not too long ago, I think it was last week, I did a video talking about the listing, like the leaks and list or whatever, that's what's coming, and this Strongarm was on the list, of course, and I didn't even have an image. I just kind of had a cartoon image I put up. Anyway, so now we actually got the actual deluxe Strongarm, actual footage, actual pictures of it, so you can actually see what she looks like. And this is a very highly in detailed, I guess, reuse of the mold for Elita 1, and I think it's from the Legacy line. Anyway, and you can kind of tell, like in the feet and I think the legs, but there's a lot of changes too, though. And this is another female I don't really care about, because this is not really a toy line and a cartoon that I really followed and really watched that much. I don't know. It just came and gone, and I wasn't really paying attention to it. So anyway, it's not something for me. But somebody out there probably likes this, and I don't have that's not a problem for me. I mean, but yeah, it looks okay. It just looks like Strongarm from the cartoon, and just a actual figure for it. Her face, I mean, I understand what they're going for. They're trying to keep it show accurate and stuff, but if this is the Generations line that they're trying to put everything under, so everything kind of has a similar look and feel, this to me, the face reminds me of it's like too much cartoony, and I shouldn't be the person to say that, because I'm the one that wants animated to be put in. I want new animated figures, and the animated line is extremely animated, like very different than anything else. But this doesn't match, it seems like, with the other ones. And I know they have animated Prowl out there, the motorcycle one, but I think that one even matches with the Generations line. It looks a little bit more matching than this does with her, because her face seems like it's very cartoony. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe. I don't know. But her head looks like it's a little big, and it just feels cartoony because of the big head, I think. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like the proportions or something that makes it more cartoony to me. I don't know. But yeah, Strongarm looks okay. I mean, she turns into a truck now, it looks like a police pickup truck. I don't know what that... It seems weird that they have that, but yeah, everything looks right, though. I mean, nothing looks like it doesn't fit the character. And I wish they'd put the arms down, because, I mean, like in this picture, you can see the arms are down a little bit more, so it looks a little better. But I think those shoulder pieces from the front of the car, it makes the arms look a little stubby or something to me. I don't know. It looks a little off to me, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like the character anyway. They did a good job making the character look like the character. Okay, so now we have Detritus. I think that's how you say the name. I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable about this character, but I do know one thing. That this is irritating, because this is Hound, and I want that Hound, the Earth form Hound. So when I see this, I'm like, come on, just do Hound, please. I want to see Hound come out. So when is Hound going to come out now? Even longer we have to wait? Because this is, look at, they're doing this figure in the main line. But instead of doing Hound in the main line, they decided to do this character. So I guess Hound, from what I heard before, was coming out from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. So that would be like a Target exclusive, I imagine. So hopefully we'll get that fairly soon, but it seems like if they're putting this out now, they're not going to want to have this out at the same time as Target has Hound out, and it's the same mold, just different colors. That seems weird. So that means I feel like we're going to have to wait even longer to get Hound now because of this whatever random figure. I don't think this character is a major character that anyone really knows about. So it kind of bothers me that they're actually doing this. Just, I mean, whatever. I guess he's Autobot in robot form, and he transforms into a car that has a Decepticon symbol on it because he's like an arms dealer or something, like Swindle. I mean, okay, they got Swindle for that, I think, but I don't know. I don't know what his deal is. That's what I heard. This is kind of irritating because looking at them side by side, him next to Hound obviously looks way better because he's got a lot better paint job, a lot better details. Everything looks way better on Hound. This character just looks like a boring, like, knockoff version of Hound. I don't know why they're doing it. So I could just go on and on about this. It just really bothers me. And in my last video, I asked the question, where is Buzzworthy Bumblebee, the Earth mode version of Hound? And I guess we got that answer now, huh? Okay, enough with the ranting. So anyway, we get Bludgeon now, and he's in the Tarn mold. It looks like exactly like Tarn, just a few things changed. But yeah, Bludgeon in robot mode, I don't know, I think that green should be a little darker maybe. I don't know, there's something, I feel like there should be more green. I don't know, I can't think of what it is that kind of bothers me about this, but yeah, it looks like Bludgeon, I guess. The skeleton kind of face and the helmet and stuff. But yeah, he's supposed to have like a skull on his chest, kind of. And I don't know. He doesn't look like he has a skull on his chest as much on this. But on here, I mean, like you could see him standing next to Tarn. And you could tell that they did the chest a little bit differently. Maybe a little bit. Not much even. But anyway, you can see obviously a different head. He's got his cannons on his back on this, but they can go on his arm too, just like on Tarn. But yeah, he comes with a sword. I don't know if he comes with two swords or just one, but it seems like he should come with two swords. But yeah, that's Bludgeon. I don't want to go on too long about this, but yeah, that's what Bludgeon looks like. He's kind of just a generic kind of repaint, which kind of sucks because I think Bludgeon deserves a better mold. One I want him to be a little bit thicker and wider and have more, I don't know, he just seems like he's missing something. So, I don't know. Moving on. Okay, so now we got Trashmaster. He's a Voyager, Junkion. This guy feels like he should be Bulkhead almost. I mean, he's so bulky with stuff on him. I don't know, he seems like he's got a big backpack. He's got stuff hanging all over the place. He's got those things on his hands that kind of make him look even more fuller. I don't know, maybe somebody likes this. I don't really care for this. I could definitely see where they're just going to use this mold though to make a Wreck-Gar from the animated cartoon probably, because it turns into a dump truck and it's kind of even the same colors as Wreck-Gar from the animated cartoon. So I don't know. I just want to see how they do the dump truck Wreck-Gar, I guess, instead of this. This is just kind of a filler as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not really going to get this. I'm not into this. The only real Junkion I ever bought was Wreck-Gar, obviously, and I don't really care about the rest for now. I mean, it's just not something I'm into. These things cost a lot, so I try to save my money to get the main characters that I really enjoy. So this one's not going to be on my list of must-buys or anything. Okay, now we get to the last one. And this one is Leader Dreadwing. So Dreadwing is pretty much just the same as Skyquake, only just a different color with a different head and a few other changes. Not many. So this is definitely not on my must-buy list. I'm saving money on these leaders at least because I'm not into them. But yeah, this is just something that whoever likes Skyquake and Dreadwing, I'm glad that you have a figure now that you can put into the Generations line. I mean, and they look at these two. They look at pretty much the same, and they have the same type of stuff. The guns are a little bit different. There's a couple things that are a little bit different, but basically they're the same figure, just retooled a little bit, and you're getting a leader class figure twice, which is very expensive nowadays. So I am definitely not buying this. So that's pretty much everything for this list of figures anyway. So anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section below, and let me know what ones that you're into and what you think of these figures. Maybe you could tell me what molds they might use them for in the next run or whatever. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.